I've luckily I've gotten to
Hold on a second now.
interviews.
Hold up, Brianna. Hold on a second. Okay, guys, this is Nelson Buck. This is the Mordock's Daily Live Chat. We're here Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, noon Pacific Time, and if you really have to know, it's 9 o'clock Berlin time. So, John's all like, you dick. A couple of new rules with the live chat right away. If you get on, you have to introduce yourself. I don't mind that we have people coming on and saying, just want to listen. I would prefer if you guys just want to listen, go on to Twitch. Otherwise, it takes up bandwidth with Zoom. You can go to twitch.tv/Mordox1. It's listed in the URLs at the bottom of the screen. But if you do come on and you don't talk, you don't say anything, you don't have any video, we're going to boot you out. We want to leave the spaces open for people that want to contribute to the conversation. Yesterday we had a couple of people come in. One was considered a troll, and I was told that you should have just got rid of that person with the weird sounds that were being made and stuff. It was a risky venture to leave that one in there. We should have just booted it out. So there's going to be a little bit more strictness. If you come in, you don't introduce yourself, you don't say, hi, I'm so-and-so. You don't have to show video, but introduce yourself and say, hi, I'm so-and-so, and participate like a human being, you know. Like Josh right now, his video doesn't even show up now because we just banned Josh's video now. It's like...
Yeah, we don't want people to vomit, that's all.
What? Oh, okay. Text me or something. Jeez, people try to talk to me. I got headphones on and trying to talk, and it doesn't work. But other than that,
DB.
yeah. But on Twitch, you guys can ask all sorts of questions. You don't have to come on the show itself. Now I got
DB Hosting is on Twitch.
Yep, DB Hosting's on Twitch. John Brewer.
Yeah, the brewer guy.
That's John Berlin.
John Berlin. That's a John Berlin. Okay, yeah, that's it. But we got to have some sort of etiquette too. I mean, you want to come on the show. I don't mind that we have Zoom. I think we got enough space for like 200, 250 viewers live on Zoom. And when I say bandwidth, we got to be careful because the amount of data. Every time somebody comes on, the data streams for certain people like John who have limited bandwidth starts to get restricted because he can't handle all these streams of video and audio. So trying to keep it nice for everybody, so just to come on Zoom, just to sit there and make fart noises or weird streaky sounds, there's better things to do, right guys?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, I got you to download the fart app. 1 second.
No, don't do that.
Just kidding.
Nelson, tell him about the poll.
Well, no, but you guys are gonna have to go update your versions of Zoom at the end of the show. Go in and you're gonna go to your settings, and besides your username, you're gonna have a little pull-down menu in the actual app, not the website, but the actual app. And there's a function that says update. Don't update it now, otherwise you'll get kicked out of the room. But there is a function that says check for updates. Make sure you're up to date 2.0.12, I think it is, or 1.8. And then you're going to have the function of the polls. Now, at the bottom of the screen here, nobody can see it because it's below the line there. Right here, we have a little function that says polls, and it is pretty neat. We can now run polls on the site. Like here, I put in here, do you like me? Is yes, no, or maybe so, and I
cannot see the poll.
No, on Twitch, because you don't have the latest version of Zoom right now.
Yeah, but how are we supposed to take the poll?
When we're done the show, update Zoom. You're not at the latest version of Zoom.
Man, you're trying to make it too much work here. Come on, gee.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to. So
Nelson, you think Josh is a programmer or something?
Well, yeah, I thought he was.
Well, no, I mean, here's the problem with Zoom, though. They don't tell you there's an update available.
And I talked to him about that today. I did mention that because I was 4 versions behind, and I said, why wasn't I told? They're going to work on that. And the other thing they're going to work on, and this is neat, right now, as a host, I can say no auto video when participants join, but the participants can just simply click their video and their video turns on. But I told them, I said, as a host, I want to okay the video. And then another guy from a development team called me up and says, why do you want that? And I said, person joins up, shows their triple D fun bags on live stream on Twitch, and we're screwed. He goes, oh, okay, that's going into the top of the list of changes right now. So they're gonna set it so the host can say yes or no to the video.
Yeah, the host should have the power to allow or not allow video.
That's right. That's right. At first, it was just people just record on Zoom, and now people will live stream to YouTube. It's not that bad, Click, get the person out of there. But it's not just females; it's males too. If I take my top off, boom, my account can be turned off at Twitch. So we don't want that kind of thing, So the function's already there. If I block someone's video, the person has to wait for me to turn the video back on to allow it. So the function's already there. All they have to do is put an option in that says that a host has to okay the video first. So they're going to work on. Once I explain Twitch and I show him the terms and conditions, he's like, "Oh no!" Because a lot of people are starting to broadcast to Twitch live.
Hey, I'm going to send this to you on Skype because I have a different computer that I'm on right now. But here's a good topic for you. 1 second here.
Okay. Waiting. Hey, does anybody live in the area in Mexico of Raymond?
There you go. Just send it to you. And don't worry, it's no nipples.
No cameras.
No cameras at all. Yeah, and this is
Security Week email briefing. Do I want to subscribe to that first?
I don't know, probably.
Okay. What's the future of enterprise IT security? Is that what you're talking about?
What?
Okay, these are all ads. Okay. Researchers link to Android backdoor to North Korean hackers. No nips on this, right? No nips allowed. There you go.
No, we're not showing nipples. We're talking about backdoors. Totally different.
Okay, but I'm not going to click on any links because so far it looks good. I don't see no nudity. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. The recently discovered Kev Droid Android.
I just got this in my inbox, literally, like while we were talking.
It's tied to North Korea hacking group APT-37 Apollo Alto Network. Researchers say, "Oh my God."
Palo Alto, which is in California.
Oh, okay. Also tracked as what? Reaper, Group 123. What's with the numbers now in the groups? Red Eyes and Scarcraft. Oh Jesus.
Scarcraft.
Yeah, go read it. I'll put the link in the description below. You guys can read. I hate reading articles where you got all these codes.
It's using a Flash Player 0-day vulnerability. So for those idiots that actually have Flash installed on their phones.
Well, yeah, no, seriously. If you have Flash installed on your phone, any device, website, take it off. Disable it in your browser. Get rid of it. Flash is dangerous.
It's dead.
No, but it's dangerous.
Right. It's dead. You're right.
Yeah, it's dangerous because there's a lot of hacks in Flash. Here's the thing. If I can upload a Flash app on my website at Mardox, you then access Mardox. The Flash app has full access to your computer. It's that simple.
Yeah.
It's that simple. All you need to do is go to my website, and I have access to your PC. And it's not all Flash does that. But it's not good. Like Fog.com, freeonlinegames.com, most of the stuff's in Flash. They're starting to get to convert everything over to Java and JavaScript. But yeah, unless you really, really have to use Flash because it's a function of something you're doing, get rid of it. I was gonna, way back in the day, I was gonna have a function where you can capture your image with your webcam when you go to save your face for your headshot at Mardox. And it was a Flash app, and I got rid of that, and I got rid of that whole function. Well, last night, I found the JavaScript programming to do the exact same thing, which is a lot more secure now. You have to okay your camera, take a picture, and then the image uploads to the server after you okay it. So that was pretty cool. But it was like, how long has it been, Hey, look at my nice blue-green paper. This is green paper behind me on the wall, and it's all blue. We're working on a lot of things, people. We even color-coded Mardox social feed. Isn't that nice, John? Didn't you like that? Did you take more preference to the pink or to the blue? Or maybe the yellow?
Blue is my favorite color.
The blue is your favorite color. Okay.
Blue is my favorite color. So.
So Nelson, change the color on your paper to yellow, and Monday, John's favorite color will be yellow.
Okay, hold on.
I think the blue is for the guys, the pink's for the girls, and the yellow is for the gender neutrals, I'm guessing.
No.
Uh-oh.
We're not-
I thought he was trying to be political correct. I'm sorry.
We're not racist here, people. Look at the screen, guys. Look at the screen. 2 thumbs up. You guys can't see it, but there's two. There's
Not even against the Navi.
there. 2 thumbs up. Okay. We can also do bunny ears.
He's not trying to be competitive there, John.
Oh, geez.
You're a Navi, huh?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm back to normal now. I forgot the.
Well,
blue.
one just as bad as the other.
Oh. But I'm working on it. That's what's the key point is compared to everybody else out there who doesn't do anything. I'm working on it. You know, I'm working on making it so all of us can do this stuff.
You've been working on it for 20 years.
No. I was up for 2 hours with the people from Zoom last night, the programmers and developers last night, with a whole bunch of changes. And then today again with the functions for Twitch. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of office work in behind the scenes. I'm up at 5 in the morning talking to people in Germany. It's only 11 a.m. their time. John.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that developers for Zoom are out of Germany?
I didn't know that.
Those are good programmers. Those are good people. They're
I didn't
Germans.
know that.
Those native Germans.
I didn't know that, but my Zoom is in German, so.
Done. Can't
What
stop.
about American Germans? They're not good.
No. Sleep all day, drink coffee, say they have a job. Brianna had a topic that she had brought up about Facebook, and from what I understand, you go onto Facebook and you go to the job area to look for a job. And from what I understand, Brianna, am I right, where they then schedule the time when they're going to talk to you, but you may or may not be available at that time?
That is correct.
That's bad. What I see there, if I'm hiring somebody and this person says, when can I meet you? Unless I got a really, really big, important meeting already set, I'll say, I'm available from this time to this time. When can we meet? But just to say, oh, you're nobody. You don't have a job. You're sitting on your butt. You have all the time in the day. We're going to schedule at this time. That's wrong. What do you guys think?
You know, that's interesting. The thing, I mean, people think just because someone is unemployed that they don't have anything to do all day. I mean, if you're the type of unemployed person that's trying to find employment or trying to do something to earn extra money, then you're busy.
Yeah.
If you are unemployed and you have nothing to do that day, that's why you're unemployed.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah.
There's the reason you're unemployed, because you ain't doing shit.
That's it.
If I can tell people, if you unemployed people, one thing I have a problem with unemployed people on is this: they sit there and say, well, you know, there's no, I don't, I'm waiting on callbacks for interviews and this, and I'm like, if you spent 40 hours a week looking for jobs, you'll have a job.
Yeah.
There's only one exception to that rule, and that's if you have, you know, master's degrees working on doctorate degrees. Then you may have a little bit of a challenge. But if you don't have that, you're probably going to get a job.
There you go.
It depends on where you are. And
unless you're overqualified like I am, you're going to get a job. I mean, if I come in and apply, they're never going to hire my ass. But
all of that is relative. And you're talking about getting a job. It depends on what type of job it is, and if it's a you know, legitimate type of job thing, or if it's just slave labor or something like that. Because they have the
are all jobs slave labor technically?
Not necessarily. They have the temporary.
Let's stay away from the word slavery here, guys, please.
Oh yeah, we don't want to get the channels banned there.
Oh, yeah.
My family was kidnapped from Africa and brought here, and as a white person, we were forced to work in electronics and internet and you know, first world problems, right? We were forced to deal with this stuff. I'm so bad. Oh jeez. I had said the other day. What was I said the other day? I said I have first world problems. I have to babysit my dog. You know. Oh, that's bad. But Yeah, well, we got people like John who's able to go out and find work. I'm able to go out and find jobs, not working for somebody, working for myself. So you got that class of people that say, I need money, what can I do? And boom, there's people hiring me. Josh is one of the people this flock to get programming work done.
I just closed a $10,000 deal.
There you go. You know, not anybody from Mardox, that's for sure. And
No,
but then I'm pretty sure Brianna could go out and say, I can do this task, I can do this job, I'll charge you this much. And I'm sure, and I'm not trying to insult you, Brianna, but because of her disability, let's call it, to be respectful, a lot of people will say, no, I'll find somebody else. Am I correct, Brianna?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's not fair. I am working on getting it so we can have games at Mardox, and Brianna's going to be the one doing all the programming. There's no reason, if anybody has a disability, for that person to not be able to find a job. You know,
especially with technology the way it is today, and people can hire a lot of people virtually and stuff like that.
How many languages do you program in, Brianna? I'm just curious.
What?
How many languages do you program in?
Oh, I only use my Game Maker right now, but I tried to study Python, and I used to use the basic.
So okay, so you used to study Python, so it sounds a lot like me with JavaScript. I use JavaScript, but when I program it, I go get the source code as I need it. I don't study it. Like, I don't take a book and go, okay, this is how we do it, because it's nuisance to me. A month from now, I'm not going to remember this stuff. I don't use JavaScript that much. Now,
Exactly.
yeah. So,
Hey,
but that's fine too. I'm sure Josh has to look up a lot of code too.
Always. If you don't look up code, you're probably not. People who don't look up code can't solve the problem, usually.
Oh, well,
There's too much code out there.
But that's not
It's
perfect.
Hold on, one at a time. Go ahead, Brianna.
That's a markup language.
You know, so, but I don't know any programmer who does not look stuff up. I mean, we cannot. Back in the day with BASIC, if then, for to, go sub, you know, you had the standard commands. And if you didn't know the commands, you weren't a BASIC programmer. But now there's thousands of commands, you know, especially in PHP.
A lot more than that.
Yeah. I mean, and then
A lot more than that.
and then like in Pascal, not Pascal, in PHP, you've got the commands that are part of PHP, which are coded in machine language, so they run better. But I mean, there's nothing stopping you from saying make John blue as a subroutine or a function. That now becomes a command, you know, to make John blue. You know, blue. You know, oh, don't make me draw you guys a picture with the green screen behind me again.
No, I'm asking why blue.
The green screen, it was blue, you know. But so any programmer that says I know everything there is to know about a language, right off the bat, put that person way down your list, because that's not a good programmer. That's a programmer that thinks he knows everything and doesn't continue learning.
Well, there's a couple of languages I think most people know backwards and forwards.
Basic.
HTML, CSS, most of us know backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
The other ones you're probably going to need to look up.
Yeah, well, HTML is a markup language. I guess. It's not really a programming language, it's markup language. CSS is
It's not a programming language, technically. It's not a back-end language, but it's a front-end language.
Yeah, it is.
Tell
Yeah,
us.
I do a lot of. I mean, I write HTML, so.
That's a start. Were you going to say, John?
Tell us novices who don't know anything about this stuff, what's the difference between a programming language and a markup language?
Programming language would be something that you could program in logic, if commands, statements, functions. You can literally say A equals 5 plus 5, print A, and it will say 10. There's functionality to it, whereas a markup language, you would say, for example, lesser than B greater than, the brackets, put text in, and then do the same thing with a B with a slash, you know, and that would tell the browser to put that text in bold. It's
Okay.
much less functional as a markup
So
language.
yeah, markup language is more for how stuff looks and everything,
Yeah.
as opposed to function.
And it's everywhere. In the Mardox social feed, We are working on putting in a markup language in the social feed, so you can make bold text, larger text, center your text, or my favorite, what I worked on last night, highlight. Literally, you write in the word highlight as a tag, and it'll put a yellow background behind the text to highlight that text. So that's
Yes, another $1,000.
yeah, there you go. Another $1,000. No, I did it. I did it last night. I wanted a highlight function. I was like, no, highlight there, done. So now our members will be able to go in and say highlight this text. Okay, get highlight free /highlight hosting this month. So that free will have that orange, like someone took a yellow felt marker behind it. So the markup languages are everywhere. It depends on if you take the time to learn them. Usually it's a few commands. Yeah, I'll give you an example. Do I have it open?
Like BB code.
Yeah, BB code. Yeah, it's something like BB code. Here, let me share the screen here.
BB code. Geez, I haven't seen that in ages.
No, well, it's
Bulletin board code. Wow.
I'm on a page. If you guys look at the stream, in a few seconds here, you'll see it update, because it does that once in a while, 10, 20, 30 seconds later.
Uncle Mike is on Twitch.
Yeah, Uncle Mike's twitching. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through here. Is it streaming or not? Are we streaming? Hello?
Yeah, it's streaming, showing.
There we go. Okay, now we see the screen. Okay, so in here, I can go and look at where are the commands? Just give me 1 second here. I gotta find where it is, because I'm gonna mimic these guys. Where did I see that? Where did I see that? It was in here. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I got it. Links, HTML. Okay, here we go. Strict HTML codes. Here's a list of codes. In this case, you have hyperlink. When you start your text with lesser than a and greater than, and end it with a slash, anything between that is considered a hyperlink. Block quotes, code, italic, image, the paragraph. This is pretext. This one here is pretext. What is it? You have superscript, subscript, strong, strikeout, unordered list, line break. You got a bunch of these commands that you're able to use. This is HTML, but it's meant for formatting the text as you make these posts in different websites.
Now, here's an interesting one for you. And you're in Skype, if you put a star before and after it, it bolds everything in between.
Yeah, that happens on Facebook Messenger too.
I tried to post something with stars around it to get somebody's attention, and I bolded it, and I'm like, what the hell? Oh, shit, that does. And then I looked it up. Oh, crap, it does work.
Hey, look at that. It does work.
Yeah. So you can bold things to get people's attention on Skype, to grab their attention. When you're trying to market, use those words.
John, what's your code?
666.
No, I have no idea.
Oh no, John. Josh. Sorry.
Mine's a code of honor. I don't know about yours.
Ah.
Oh.
So you can even bold words inside of sentences. Look at there.
Yeah.
I just sent it.
Yeah, I see. Michael, what are you doing on chat, Michael? Mr. Kustra, get in the live chat, buddy. He's not in here. Okay, so so that markup language is the language in order to mark up your text. You write a plain text, instead of having a block of text, you can mark it up like you would a felt marker, and and imagine in today's age, take a finger and move it over. Now you got center. You can make bold, italic, underline. It's more for your styling. But we're so used to it in word processors today, so where you just highlight something and say bold, or highlight it and say underline, and it's done.
Right.
And like Josh says, never ever ever use underline. Never.
Online, everybody assumes the underline is a hyperlink. So if you underline something, it's immediately people are going to click and wonder what the hell's going on.
Why doesn't it work?
They're going to see your site's broken, as opposed to no. Go ahead.
If it's a hyperlink, doesn't it change color?
Not necessarily.
No.
Depends on the website if it allows that. Some websites it's just the same color text with an underline. When you point at it, your hand turns from a pointer. Your cursor turns from a pointer to a hand. you know.
Yeah.
But you're constantly like, well, how come this doesn't work? Because it's underlined, you know. So hence, that's the reason why I want the highlight function working. So you can highlight something, because that's usually what that's for, right?
If you're smart, you change the text for links, and you want the same color throughout the entire website for links so that it's consistent, so people know what it is. But you'd be surprised how many people don't and won't.
Who is it that just came in there?
Mike?
No, he's talking about the dog.
Oh, okay, that's Mike. That's Mike. That's you.
Oh, that's Mike.
Okay, no, seriously, Mike. From going forward as of today, there you have to say who you are. Mike.
Wait, what?
Man, that's
Hey,
his name.
Josh, hold on a sec. Mike, do you hear me? Michael, do you hear me?
Cougar, we're not going out yet.
Speak, Mike.
I
Cougar.
think we can hear you.
Okay.
Brianna.
You
Put my
have-
dog on
Brianna,
camera.
Yeah, Brianna, you gotta mute. You gotta mute if you gotta do something else, because all we hear is you right now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Damn internet.
Okay, damn internet. Okay, there you go. And there we go. Okay. Oh, I'm gone.
I was trying to get the dog back to introduce himself.
Okay, wait a minute. Now I'm messed up. Wait a minute. What's going on? What is happening to me?
Damn
We
internet.
still see you. What's the problem?
I know, but I'm all blue.
That's because of your chroma key crap, man.
I know. I was like, I'm not done programming it yet. Give me a break. How come I'm down below?
Nelson, what made you sad?
I don't know. Okay, Mike, listen, seriously, when you come on, introduce yourself. But if we see something like that, you're pointing at the screen, we're going to boot people out for that.
Boot me.
Okay, Dougie? No, because I can't risk having the channel shut down because a troll comes in and messes up our channel.
We're having problems with trolls now?
Yes.
Well, that was a troll yesterday.
I was told after the show that we should have just booted that person out, the other one. We made fun, we made fun of it, but we should have just went out. The person didn't want to talk, only made weird noises, unless that really was you, Mike. I doubt it, so.
I doubt it very much. I don't have time to waste for stupidity.
Well, yeah, the shadow.
Yeah, under the shadow.
Yeah, no, but I'm working with Zoom to make it so that us as a host, we have to okay the video. So that's gonna be in Zoom real soon here. And I talked to him. I said, Twitch will terminate our account so quick if we see stuff that's not supposed to be there. So it's with what we're building up on Twitch, it's getting me real nervous when people just show up and don't say anything. I'm like, oh no, 10 viewers.
What's happening with Twitch now?
Well, no, with Twitch, it's always been there. Rules and regulations. If you show any nipples of any sort, male, female, or other, your account will get terminated. You're not allowed.
Who the hell's showing nipples now?
No, but anybody. Like yesterday, that person that showed up yesterday and didn't do anything, that had me really nervous. I had to block out their that section of the screen, to protect our image on Twitch.
So what you're saying is, if somebody brings a baby bottle with that nipple on top, they're going to get banned from Twitch.
Dude, no, like I said yesterday, Josh, hold on now. Yesterday, like I said, there was a guy that got his Twitch channel after 5 years of using Twitch, or however amount of time. He was showing how to groom his dog. He flipped his dog over on its back and he brushed the belly. Because the dog's schlong was shown on Twitch, his channel got taken down.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, it's a dog. It's a dog. What do you guys say? Hey, we got 12 viewers here. What do you guys?
You have to have the dog clothed, man.
Yeah,
that's
right.
You have to put clothes on the dog.
That's
If the dog went sideways,
We're
is
doing.
that why you took your dog and moved him in another room now? So you don't.
He's upstairs right now. No. I wasn't in the office and he cannot lick his tummy. Hey, we got 12 viewers right now. This is outrageous. We broke our 10 viewer point. Yesterday we had 98 people who viewed our live stream with all the syndication. We had 98. We need to break the 100 point here. It's like, that was cool yesterday. Those of you that are 12 on, you're 13 now. Jump on in and tell us what you think. Is Twitch too severe? Is Zoom doing a good job? Are we doing a good job? What topics you want to talk about? Are you looking for a job and getting told that you don't qualify? which I think is totally stupid. Brianna,
Nelson,
go ahead.
Nelson, Mike, do you have the latest version of Zoom?
Mike won't.
Yes, I do. I'm not sure.
No.
That's a good question.
Go to the in your down below. Point to your Zoom window, and down below, do you have a button that says polls?
What's closed?
Polls, P-O-O-L-S.
No.
No, okay. So you need to update your version of Zoom when you're done the show. But it literally just came out a couple days ago, so there's not going to be very many people with it.
Nelson, respell polls.
P-O-L-L-S.
Yeah, you said P-O-O-L-S.
Well, it's the season for pools. Tis the season to be.
You caught that one, huh, Danny?
Yes.
Tis the season to be diving. We're down to 10.
I was thinking, I said, did he just spell pools or did he?
Mhm. I saw your face, John.
Okay, we have an English teacher in here to help you spell. Do you want to go over that lesson there, John?
Well, the next poll is that are we keeping Nelson as a host or not?
Wait a minute. I didn't try that poll function out. Is that a stripper poll?
Yeah, I don't know. It could get you banned from Twitch. Let's find out.
Yeah, let's find out. Let's click the button. No, but when we're done, in the actual app part of Zoom on your computer, go in and beside your name there's a little pull down and say look for updates, and it'll tell you if you're up to date or not. Get your version up to date, because there's a lot going on, like our green screen stuff and all that.
Hey,
The
Nelson.
green screen stuff is built into Zoom?
Yeah. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah. I've been on with them for about a month right now to get functionality into this, so that you guys. What I want is so that you guys, like John, if he wants to put a green sheet up, he can turn that into a beach setting behind him if he wants, or my dad, well, he can just put it in front of his face, and same thing.
Hey,
Hey, yeah.
I got a green screen on. Have you been wiped out from Twitch?
What?
I got a green screen. It says live, but green screen. What the hell?
I don't know. Reload. Press F5. Press the magical F5. It's magic, or whatever. That's Twitch. It's not us. That's Twitch. I mean, I would never call one of my businesses Twitch. Ugh. So what's our topic, guys? Oh man, I thought we had 12 viewers. No, sorry, it's all of us plus one. Okay, I get it.
Nelson.
Because Mike reloaded. It went down from 12 to 11. Now it's going to go back up to 12.
Hey, I don't even know why we're using Twitch.
Well, why not?
It sucks.
Why does it suck?
I mean, these are continuous advertising.
Well, no, but let the advertisement finish, and then they'll bring up our channel. There's one ad. But don't refresh every time there's an ad. Wait till the ad's done. It's going to bring up a new ad every time. It's advertising. They got to charge something. But YouTube is worse. It keeps kicking out and dying and bugging up on us. So no, Twitch is more stable than YouTube was. And I don't know if YouTube has updated their stuff, but maybe we should try going back to YouTube one day and see if YouTube's stream is better, because you can show nipples on YouTube. Just go in later and blur it out. You don't have to worry.
And that's funny because I see commands, the Stack Exchange.
Yeah. Are you at twitch.tv/Bardox1?
Yes.
You're not on someone else's channel for some reason?
No, it's you. I don't know why I see the tags.
The tags.
Yeah. You must have showed something with the commands and all that.
No. That is the live stream. I've got the page up right now showing the alt tags.
Oh, you haven't showed up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're on the live stream. You're
You're
good.
good.
You're good. Dang internet.
It's still crashing. Ain't nothing new.
Damn internet. We've got to behave ourselves on this, because if you get demoted, all you get is a little blue box at the top of the screen that says so-and-so's talking. You'll see it on live stream. You'll see at the top, Josh Alexander is talking. That's all you get now. No, but also if you close your video, you disappear from the list of videos. So it's only the people showing video that show up now. I think it looks better now because it shows people active as opposed to these black boxes with just names.
What?
Except that if everybody wants to piss me off, everybody just turns off their video, and I'm the one left behind.
And then you got people like Danny to just say, "Screw it, I'm out of here."
Yeah. Psst.
Just throws his hands. I'm out of here, man.
So what about what other functions do you guys want at Mardox or what? What do you guys want for functionality?
Do I have to bring up?
Here's what we want for.
If
If you're talking to Zoom's developers, ask them if they can do this function.
What's that?
Embed.
Embed what?
Embed the function into an actual website, so we can embed it on our private sites instead of having to use their site.
You can, yes. I'll get you the page for it. You got to sign in as a Zoom developer, and there is an API encoding that you can download and put Zoom right onto your website.
Good.
Yeah. Or just use an iframe. What
use
now?
I will not use iframes.
What are you?
Can y'all read that?
You son of a!
What did you put up? Disclaimer buttons.
LP. And to use a stick-it note for LP. Did Brianna freeze, or is she still there? I think Brianna's feed froze. I'm not sure.
No, she just
she's
moved.
Still there. Okay, still there. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if she disappeared on us. But yeah, no, you can embed Zoom into your pages. You could also make your page. They got a very advanced API so that you could say when someone goes to your website, only certain people talk. Other people, you can control who says what and where. Basically, what we're at is a website that's running off the Zoom API. So you could take this. And
so my question is, how come you haven't included this in Mardox to get people to go in there to make sure they want to chat from there instead of here?
Because I want them on Twitch as opposed to Zoom. Zoom it just gobbles up bandwidth, and what we need are people on Twitch to raise our account up so we can become an affiliate.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you can't do both, right?
Yeah, but then it gets confusing. You're gonna have people going, well, where am I supposed to be? Which link?
Confusion, I tell you.
Confusion. That's it. What I would need to, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. I mean, at some point, we'll just. Don't get me wrong. I don't want a ton of people in Zoom. It's just gonna be a select group of people that can be allowed in Zoom. Like we're gonna get rid of Mike. We're gonna get rid of Josh. Get rid of Danny.
Yeah, I figured that.
I
figured I was on the hit list, wasn't it?
It'll just be me.
And then you're gonna have that song specially made for you. It sucks to be you.
or no. Peter Griffin on Family Guy when he had his own theme song as he walked. Okay. Oh, hold on a sec. What is it? I gotta go find it now. Hold on a sec. Peter.
I don't watch Family Guy.
Hold on a sec. I gotta find it now. Here it is. Guys watching on stream?
No.
Your second wish? I got just a thing.
It's not there yet.
Sweet!
There you go. Yeah.
Family Guy.
Yeah, Family Guy. Peter Griffin with his when he wished to have his own theme song. That was cool.
I think one of the better episodes though was when he what was that one with the word, the bird is a word, yeah.
no, bird is a word. That's a real thing.
He was annoying everybody throughout the whole video series.
Yeah, I know, but seriously, that's a real thing. That is a real 1960s song that was recorded. Bird is the word.
Yeah,
oh, when you hear that, it's kind of like, no, kill it, please. Put us out of our misery.
Yeah, just Bandvertise. Who the hell's that?
Yeah, who is that? Who is that, John? Who is Bandvertise? Do you know who Bandvertise is?
That's So it's one of those pretty cool programs that you can join for free, and you get to trade banner advertising. You advertise banners on your website, and you get your banner advertised on other people's websites. But the key is you have to have a website. And you join Banvertise for free. You get some cool little code to put on your website. You can show leaderboard size banners and tower size banners.
Yeah, we
at
did.
the moment.
We just went to the name of it, leaderboard and tower or skyscraper. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll just go with that.
I haven't written the measurements down yet.
Should we write a script about this?
Yeah.
So where do we go, John, for this? Where do we go to get that service?
You go to banvertise.com, and Banvertise stands for banner advertising. Isn't that pretty cool?
Yeah, it was. I thought of it.
Banner advertising is pretty popular, it's pretty effective too. Works pretty good.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. A lot of people want to spend money on advertising, like commercial space and expensive advertising. When there's a lot of advertising avenues that you can use, like this, you may not get the clicks, but at least you're getting the word out. You're getting the image seen by people. That's important too. Getting your brand.
That's
seen.
very important.
Yeah, I need revenue. I don't need.
Yeah, you got a what?
I need to make some money. Is what I need.
Everybody needs to make some money. Even the richest people. Even the richest people in the world have to make some money.
Yeah, Donald Trump's fine.
The road to making money starts, with the first steps and everything. And I think the problem in our industry, in the internet marketing industry, let's say, is that especially for the new folks that come into the industry, everybody's in a hurry, because people need money.
Actually, that's not the biggest problem.
Okay.
Hold on, Josh. Hold on. Keep your comments to $5,000 or less.
No, I am.
Okay.
No, the biggest problem in the industry is everybody does the same damn thing.
Yeah.
And they
That's
don't,
another problem.
and they're all trying to copy this ebook that they bought for $7 on the Warrior Forum, and they're not looking at what the people they're listening to what the people are telling them to do. Here's how you make money online, and instead of looking at what they're doing, they're just listening to what they tell them to do. At the same time, the guy in the back selling the books and selling all the stuff to them, and knowing damn well that's not how it works.
Well, no, it is how it works, but they don't give you all the information. They never
No,
will.
that's not how it works. It's what they're doing works, but what they're telling them doesn't.
What you need to do.
You gotta watch what people do and not watch what they tell you.
Exactly. You buy the $7 book. You go to the webinar. You watch the webinar, and then you sit back for 2 days, and you go, okay, how did he make the webinar? That's where he's making his money. He's not making his money on his program. Hey, Josh, back up from the microphone, man. Your nose is about to blow up. All we hear is you sniffing. What was I gonna say? So what you got is a person selling an ebook. He's making $7 off you for the ebook, but he's making money off that webinar. That's where he's making his money. I have a whole series on how the guy said Alex Becker. What a fraud, My live webinar is here, and join in at this time and don't miss it. And when you go in, it's a pre-recorded video that was recorded 2 months ago. But he's not making money selling the wolf mugs. He's getting you guys to get the wolf mugs, to go into Shopify and follow his steps to sell the mugs, and he's making a commission off of your sales. That's fine. But he's making his money off that webinar, that course that he's selling. That's where the guy's making money. I don't make big bucks off of the memberships. It's nice to have the membership money coming in from Mardox, but it's not where my big money is. My big money is my courses that I sell. That's where the money is. And
Nelson.
Yeah.
Two things.
Well, we'll say
In other
three
words-
just in case you have to add one more.
Yeah, no, two basic things in internet marketing. Talking and typing. That's all there is. Everything else is nothing.
How about just go one thing? Communication.
Actually, there's one other that you missed.
Okay.
Okay, what is
Selling.
it? Selling. Yeah.
Selling.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're an affiliate and you're not typing or videos. Sometimes you're just selling somebody else's stuff that's doing the same too.
Well, and affiliate marketing, you still got to get out there and tell people about the product.
It's basically typing and talking.
Yeah, because a lot of people become affiliate marketers. We got lots of people who are affiliate marketers at Mardocs, and they get 1 or 2 hits a month. They don't do anything. They don't promote. They don't, they're like, oh, well, I got the link. I don't know what, I log in every day. And we tell them, you have to promote. Well, how do I do that? And they said, well, do you have an ebook on how to do this? Well, if I put out an ebook and say, do 1, do step 2, do step 3, everybody, 10,000 members will do step 1, step 2, step 3. And then we're stuck going, okay, now let's write a new ebook and say step 4, step 5, step 6.
The other problem is that everybody looks at internet marketing and says, okay, how do I make money online? They fail to realize, the majority of the people that are making better money, consistently making better money, are those that are marketing online services to offline businesses.
That is, but that's hard to do. That's
hard. You do it every day.
Well, no, you do it every day, but it is hard. It is hard to. It is a tough sell because the company is already offline. What service?
No.
What service?
What I mean offline is offline businesses. They don't operate their business completely 100% on the internet. Meaning a brick and mortar business, they may have a website, but they need help marketing online, and that's what I do every day. I mean, it's not hard to do. It's just you have to have a higher skill set. That's all.
I mean, I think that is an untapped niche, because a lot of, like say, brick and mortar places don't know a whole lot about online marketing and stuff. And like Josh says, if they had someone come in and say, hey, look, I can have your business's name all across whatever, and so on and so forth, and you'll get more exposure and so on and so forth. And the thing about internet marketing is what people need to realize is that you need to find a niche, or niche, some people call it. You need to find some kind of product or service that you can offer, or create your own and offer it.
And it could be really simple too.
Yeah, it could be really simple. It's like y'all were talking about the ebooks. I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
Well, just let me give you an example. It doesn't have to be, I'm going to get your name out there. And that brings me to the idea of Belinda Condell. I'm going to market you. I'm going to advertise you. I'm going to get you seen. That's a lot of work. If you got 10 clients, you're divided in 10.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's what I mean, but it's tough to do to promote businesses. But there's another avenue you could take is promote to offline businesses and say, look, step 1, you need a Twitter account. Step 2, a Facebook page. Step 3, you need to collect people's email addresses when they come in and buy from you, so that you can say, okay, this week we have a sale on this. Now you're teaching a company how to market themselves. You see, and that could be sold for $50, for example, to a business.
I agree, and this is where ebooks come back into play.
Hold on, one at a time. What, Josh?
I said, "Wow, that's cheap."
or whatever price. You're 200. But again, you got to go to individual businesses and say, "Hey guys, you've got to up your ante and do it."
Yeah.
I mean, for the offline world, if you're setting up a Twitter account, it may be a couple $100. Now, most people would be like, "Whoa, wait, that's expensive as hell." But what you got to realize is, in the online world, you're just setting up the Twitter account. In the offline world, we're doing all the graphic design. We're doing not only the picture for the main Twitter account, but the header for the Twitter account for the graphics.
Okay. So
once you do all that, it ends up as a $200 bill.
Okay. So we're on the right track. Sell the ebook as an introductory as $50. So if the person doesn't want your services, you've at least sold them the information on how to get online with their offline business. Then, okay, now if you want us to manage your Twitter account and the graphics and the writing, and you want posts done every day, let us know what your specials are, and we'll put your specials up for you. All that is consulting work, or agency work. That could add up real quick. There could be a lot of money in it for somebody.
Social media management, big money.
That's it.
And there's a huge shortage of people that do that because most people hate writing.
That's right. So now,
including me.
So look at Brianna. She's really good at writing. So Brianna, I hope you're taking notes, because this could be something you could get into doing. You see, and it's like I said, anybody who says they don't have a job and they can't find work, there's work everywhere. We just came up with a whole idea amongst our little group here. That makes sense, Mike, John? That makes sense, John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Does that make sense? What we're saying?
Makes a lot of sense. I wrote a blog post. I don't know, months ago.
Holy crap! You did where? Oh, okay, months ago. Okay.
Months ago, not today. I wrote a blog post months ago. It talked about turning your passion into profit. You see.
Yeah.
And you have to. We all have either a certain skill set or we have a certain passion about a certain thing, and you can take that and run with it and do something with it. Show someone how to do something, give someone tips on how to do something better, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. But these things, take well.
Sorry. Okay, my hands are here. Sorry, I'm done.
These things take work. It's not. And this part of the problem in the industry is the snake oil salesman and the shiny object salesman and so on and so forth. And you got the advertisements with the money and the cars and all this bullcrap and stuff. And it's like you said before on this broadcast, even, that these folks don't tell you about all the work. If they are that successful, they don't tell you about all the work it took for them to get to that point.
That's right.
What they really don't tell you is that that's not even their car. They just borrowed their friend's car.
Right.
They went to the friend's house and took a picture of it.
No, it's not even Josh, it's not even their friend's car. In LA, there is a company that will rent you the car. It's not for driving.
They'll rent the mansion too for you.
But hold on now. These are not cars that even start. They're the carcass. It's just the body, the shell of the car. And they will rent you the shell of the car as a prop.
Sure.
Seriously, it's $200 a day or $100 a day or whatever. They'll deliver the car. You do your photo shoot. There's my car, but you don't see off camera. The tow truck is just around the corner. When you're done, he backs back up. He loads the car back on, and they drive off. It's a prop.
Yeah.
When have you ever seen any of these guys start their car?
And this is good.
Or the boat, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we complain about this kind of thing in the industry, right?
Yeah.
But part of the problem is us, because every time people react to all of that stuff, or every time marketers do things like Josh was saying, just regurgitate all of this stuff that people tell them to do, the stuff is going to be out there, So you have to be in that unique section of the market that says, okay, look, this is what this is all about. And it's not about the getting rich quick and making money in a hurry and this and that and the other thing. You can be successful, and success is relative, but these are the things you need to do in order to be truly successful in this industry. And it's not going to happen quickly. And unfortunately, you cannot do everything for free.
No,
free,
that's it. Yeah.
If you
start out with.
To me, as a business owner, free is a bad word, man. Really, because you got to make a profit in order to sustain your business.
Well, it's not.
But you should be wanting to help your clients, but you can't help your clients if you give away free advice, because all you're doing is eating your time away, because you're going to have people that want to freeload and no one's going to get serviced.
Give an example. Using Mardox as the example. Member comes in, he's free. We say it's a free member. You got restricted access to a bunch of stuff. But in reality, you're not getting a free account. You're actually my commodity. You're actually a value to me, because you are a access to a point on the internet that I would not normally have. You see? Yeah. So I love you being a free member. No problem. Because I can market to you. But I want you to start paying at some point, obviously. So that's my goal, is to, hey, come on, let's get you paying as a paid member, And
this is also the thing. Free has its purpose and its place, but you think about it this way. You come online, you want to make money, you want to earn money online, right?
Yep.
But you don't want to pay for anything. Okay, well, think about that. How are you going to earn money promoting whatever it is that you want to promote or offer
for free?
people don't want to pay for it.
That's right. And birds of a feather flock together. People,
Yeah.
if you got a free product and you're promoting that free product, you're going to attract everybody who can't afford it or doesn't want to pay for anything. Because not
Yeah.
everybody's broke. There's a lot of people that got a lot of money, but they don't want to pay for anything.
Yeah.
You know,
And the thing about-
I've got people that have the money to pay $19 or $24.95 a month for our membership, and they're like, well, why would I want to pay that? Well, why
Yeah.
not? You know.
You know what's funny about that? Because I teach, I teach at places like Daimler and stuff like that. These people are not short on money, right?
Right.
But they don't spend their money very quickly on stuff. Like, everybody wants to improve their English, right?
Right.
So they can communicate better and so on and so forth. And they ask for advice and for tools and this and that and the other thing. And I said, well, you can check this out and you can check that out. But the stuff that costs money, they kind of shy away from,
That's right.
and it's really interesting. So this free syndrome is not just limited to people who truly can't afford it.
Because
It's also
there's nothing free.
yeah, and free the free thing is supposed to be to give people a degree of functionality.
Yeah.
Give
That's right.
them the ability to do some basic things, and realizing that if you want to up your game, you have to up your membership. But being free gives you the opportunity, like say at Mardox, to be an affiliate, right? And let's say, you get people upgrade and stuff, you start making a little money, then what do? You take that and invest it, you see. And you have a game plan. It's like we never really did talk about focus like we wanted to.
Yeah, we
But
should.
you
We
have
got to go back to it.
Yeah, but you have to have some kind of idea of what direction you want to go in. Even if you change this direction or like replan or everything, have a direction, or else you're just going to be everywhere doing everything.
Yeah. And like, redirection is not bad. Going back 2 years
Yeah.
ago, I relaunched Mardox. And it was essentially an
Yeah.
affiliate program / marketing business.
Yeah,
And now we're a community-based business providing a resource to our members more than saying, go here to promote.
yeah,
So it's more of a resource area saying, here's where you can promote, and here's our videos, and here's John looking like a pro, and here's Nelson looking like an idiot, But yeah, not everything's free. When somebody says get something for free, it's a leader. It's to get you in, and essentially, as a free member, you're their commodity.
Yeah. I mean, and it's like when I came along in Mardox, right?
Everybody ran.
When I came along at Mardox, the question was for a while, okay, what is Mardox? You see, because there was trouble really defining what Mardox was. You see, because there's all this stuff you could do and everything, but when someone asked the question, well, what is Mardox? There was a difficulty in like pinning it down.
Yeah, it was like, what are we? We're
Yeah.
and if you start having to explain it with a paragraph of text, there's something wrong.
There's something wrong, exactly. So when you change the focus, like you said, to a community resource center type thing, there you go. What is Mardox? It's a community and it's a resource center. You see, yes, we're building a community one member at a time.
Yeah, and that motto stuck. We even own that motto as a domain name.com, all one word. And there's a reason why we registered it, because that's exactly now what we're doing. We're building community one member at a time and helping people out.
Yeah, and then because I've done this a time and again over the years, I have kind of refocused and everything, because I found myself being kind of everywhere. And I'm in the process of doing that again, because because I have a lot of offline work that I do with my teaching and everything, and that doesn't leave me all the time that I would like to focus on my online stuff. And I have to remember that I need to, whatever it is that I'm doing online, I need to focus and do it and not be all over the place.
Right.
Like that.
Going back to membership sites, I got a problem with my own membership site, nelsonbuck.com. It's where I want to put my how-to videos there. And I got people coming in saying, well, why do I want to pay you if I can't be a free member over there? And I found myself going, well, yeah, I guess that's not going to work now. And it's not wrong. I don't have to put up a free membership section on that site. It could be 100% paid. Come on in. You want access to this? Pay. If you don't want to,
exactly.
then go to Mardocs. There's a free membership site over there. You see.
Yeah.
And I caught myself because it's like I have a lot of information to put on video on how to do stuff, and I don't necessarily just want to give it away. You know.
Yeah.
That's it.
Your time is valuable, and the time that you take to make all of that and produce all of that, and so on and so forth. And if people value what you have to offer, and they realize the value of it, then they'll be willing to pay for it if they have this mindset of investing in their business.
Yeah.
But if you just have people that are just looking for free, you'll never satisfy them.
That's right.
So,
That's right. You know, so that's going to be an interesting challenge to get people to come over and pay for it. You know, and then when a certain person was still on with us, she was saying, well, if I'm a paid member at Mardocs and I get access over there, and I'm like, I kind of said at the time, I said, well, yeah, we'll arrange something. And my back of my mind was, oh, hell no. You know, you got a membership at Mardocs. Why am I going to give you a paid membership over here? You know, it's two separate things. You know, if you don't want one, don't take it. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. Okay, granted, Mardocs is a little bit more expensive.
Exactly. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. That's that. And you do things to work up to the point where you can afford it. And what was that?
We're blowing up. No, just kidding. I don't know. I'm probably
breaking up.
I'm probably getting swamped with. Last time this happened, YouTube got shot up. Just so we know, right?
What's going on in the world?
And no, it's not the case. I don't know who this is. Oh, okay, cool. Asshole. What happens is, I have a person. Now, here's another example of getting a job. Okay, we're not in the pool season yet, and I need money. So I tell people, if you're about to buy a pool, get a hold of me, and for $50, I will go and do an evaluation on the pool that you're about to buy, a used pool, which means it's got to be taken apart and transported. Now that's one cost, but for me to go take a look at it, take photos and look at it, and then contact you back with the photos, and I'll explain why you should or shouldn't buy that pool, that's $50. Okay. Then if I go and disassemble the pool and transport it, it's another $500. You see, because I'm transporting it, and then we'll do the install. So there's another $50 right there. You know, the guy goes, okay, you can show up at my place at such a time, and I'll come take a look at the pool and do the whole thing. Because how many of you out there know when you look at a pool that's already installed on the ground, how do you know there's not something wrong with it? Now, this guy knows what I do. I told him I'm just evaluating, and then I'm going to be doing a disassembly if my client buys. And I said, I'm that's all it is. So he got nervous. So the first person that came along and said, I'm going to give you $2,100 for your pool, which for me, a used pool is not anything over $1,800, and that better be in perfect condition. If you get $2,100, they're going to disassemble it. Now the person disassembling is going to go, oh man, there's two broken feet. I need a new track. The wall's bent, you know, at the bottom. Anything like that, their value just cut in half. You see? And to the point where if the wall's bent, I won't even touch it. Because the integrity of the wall, you're talking tons of pressure there with all the water. So this guy probably sold it for $2,100, whereas I would have gone to see it and saw there was problems. This guy knew what I was going to see, so he took the first chance of selling it to somebody else. You know? So that tells you a lot. That tells you a lot, right? You know?
Yeah.
Son of a... But I still get paid the $50 for the evaluation. You know? So there's work everywhere. You just gotta open your horizons and say, what can I offer and to who? You know, what can I sit down and put together? It doesn't have to be complicated like Mardocs with programming and scripts and JavaScript and all that. It doesn't have to be complicated like this or the daily live chats. We go above and beyond with what we do.
Yeah.
What's important is that you take a step back and say, what can I offer? What value do I have? And don't underestimate yourself. I said $50 to sell an ebook to a business to show them how to get online. $49.95. I don't think that's a cheap price. I don't think it's too expensive, but then make sure that in your ebook that you're selling to the company in question, make sure you have an upsell value there. For example, okay, I can become your agent for this at this price per month. You see? But make sure the ebook is 100% self-contained and not dependent on the upsell. That the
Yes.
client can do whatever they want with the upsell part, where the ebook is still 100% valuable.
Yeah.
You see, so when I say when I hate are upsells where you have product A and then product B, A will not work unless you upgrade to B. That's a
Yeah.
wrong upsell.
Yeah,
You
that's
see.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah.
So I can sell my consulting service
Yeah.
to Mike, and then Mike can decide whether or not he wants me to do his Twitter account, his Facebook account, his YouTube, all the stuff. And then depending on what he wants me to do, could be by an hourly basis. You get a client base of 10, 20, 50 people, let's say 20 people max per month. At let's say $100 each, that's $2,000 a month.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
mean, and it's okay if you say, okay, you pay this and this, you're able to do this and this, but if you want to have more functions, then you have to pay more. That's fine.
Yeah.
But you advertise and say, okay, you join this, and you join and say, okay, now you're a member, but if you really want to do something,
Now you have to upgrade.
then you have to pay this.
and that's where you get hit with scam.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Yeah, because people hate upsells. What do you mean part A won't work unless I upgrade to B?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And Mike has seen that a lot, right, Mike?
Right.
You know, and that's one thing with Mardox was we don't have any of that. You know, we have a one set price per month for our users, and everything is in there. But some people get upset when I talk about Mardox. Here's a price, and then here's NelsonBuck.com at say $49.95 a month for access to my videos. And then they're like, well, how come I have to pay that? No, you don't have to pay it. Mardox is Mardox. NelsonBuck.com is NelsonBuck.com. You know, they're separate. I cross promote between the two because I'm not an idiot. But you don't need one for the other one to work.
I mean, don't people shop in the offline world? I mean, don't you go in the store and you see various products being offered in the store? I mean, come on.
That's right. It's like, here, pay the membership at Mardox, and how dare you, Brianna, charge a membership fee? I'm already paying Mardox. You know?
Or it's like you go in a car place, right?
Yeah.
You want to buy a car.
Yeah.
See a nice car. You buy the car, and in the dealership, you know, they have an advertisement for this cool place where you can get hubcaps and tires and this and that and the other thing, right? You take a look at that, and or you get kits to pimp your ride or whatever. And I mean, I have to pay for this also.
Yep.
I mean, come on.
well, look at the pool industry. When you go into a pool shop and or a store and buy a pool, some of them here, the one I work for, sells you the whole kit. The pool, the pump, the filter, the installation, everything, okay? But there are pool companies here. You walk in and say, I want to buy a pool. What size do you want? 21 foot. Okay, you got this. This is $1,500, $1,800, $2,100. Okay, cool. $2,100. That's a good price. And what do they deliver at your place? The pool wall, the tracks, the fittings. There's no pump. There's no filter. There's no pipes.
Okay.
That's all extra.
Yeah.
You want that installed, an extra $1,500. That I don't like. And why I like the company I deal with, the ones I represent, Trevi, they tell you can buy just a pool and forget the installation. You can install it yourself, but there's no warranty.
Yeah.
You know. But if you have us install it, then it's warranted.
Yeah.
You know.
When places are upfront like that, that's a whole lot better. It's being transparent.
That's right. That's right.
And people appreciate that.
That's right. You know, so so it's but like with us, we're transparent. You know, we're upfront. Here's the price. You know, and if you want extra domain names, they cost. You know, you want us to do programming. I do programming for some of our members. That's extra.
Yeah.
You know, it's not part of the membership fee. And why would it be?
I have a language question because I've been living over here in Germany for so long. You see this thing here?
A pen?
Do you know what this is?
A pen? It is.
It's just you use for your smartphones and stuff.
Oh, okay, a stylus.
Oh, it's called a stylus.
Yeah, a stylus.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to know. What they call it in America and in Canada and places like that.
A piece of junk that you should never have to buy because all you're going to do is lose it.
Yeah, I just recently found this in my car.
Oh, did you look
It's
at it?
not out of
Seats,
my
John?
pocket, you know.
What else is in that? What else is that car of yours? If you get pulled over and you're the driver, am I going to get arrested?
Of course.
I have when I used to do the snow removal and stuff, I fired one guy because I found a joint in one of our trucks, and he took offense to that it was marijuana in one of our trucks, and I had to go search through the truck, and we found more than just marijuana in there.
Really?
I called the police and said I had an employee driving this truck. You guys, I already fired him. There is stuff in this truck. He was selling drugs on the side.
Really?
Some of it was in the truck. The police officers cleared the truck. They had the sniffer dog come out and sniff, and they found 2 other articles of
Really?
drugs. And then they wondered, where does this guy live?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which they couldn't really
Wow.
use because he wasn't driving the truck at the time. And then I found out they could have actually arrested me
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I was the owner of the truck.
You're the owner of the truck.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
But because it's a business vehicle, I told them, guys, I found something. Come clear it out, and take care of it. That was fine. They know that we're not drug pushers and stuff. But you got to watch. Somebody can get in your car as a passenger. If you have a doubt the person has anything that's illegal, you have the right to say, do you have anything illegal? You can ask that person to empty their pockets before they get in your vehicle.
Right.
If they refuse, you can say, no, I'm not driving you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you should, because if you get pulled over and they got drugs and they go, and drop it, the cops check your car. You're the driver. You're responsible.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the passenger's all like, it's not mine. I saw it there, but I didn't touch it. I'm not on any of that stuff. Mike knows what I'm talking about, right, Mike?
Right.
That's it. How many security guards, Mike, have been arrested that you know of for drug paraphernalia and stuff like that while on work?
Quite a few, actually.
It happens a lot, right?
Well, not only with guards, it happens a lot with a lot of people, even in private industry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I was saying guards because you work in the security guard industry.
That's
Oh,
interesting.
Mike is a guard?
Well, he thinks he is.
I thought he was an inmate.
Yeah, come to think of it, that explains why he doesn't show
That's
doesn't.
why he doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't show the back wall because you're gonna see that steel door, and why he has to go right about now because you're gonna get that, okay, come on, let's go back in your cell. Internet
You
time.
want a mugshot, Mike.
Mike, I'm worried now, Mike. If you're in prison and you're coming on this show at this time of day and you got a whole bunch of other places you got porn, why are you coming here?
Because he's been booted out everywhere else.
Yeah.
You're joking, Mike.
I laugh. We laugh, but the Canadian company known as Pornhub is no longer just porn. They're actually doing video, providing video space for companies like us, even for hosting the videos. It's kind of funny when you go to click and see where the video is saved at, and it says Pornhub.com, and it's an internet marketing tutorial. There's no porn at all. It's just Pornhub is now selling out or renting out their space to people who just want to host their videos.
Do we need this?
Yeah. I found that hilarious. I went to a webinar and again found the link to the video that's pre-recorded and it said Pornhub.com. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah. Who's he linked to? Right? Do we get benefits?
so bad.
Do we get benefits if we join?
That's so bad. Goodness gracious.
Johnny, we're way over time, Johnny.
We are a bit over time,
What do
aren't
we
we?
do about this, Johnny?
Well, we're going to be so nice and close the show by saying, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to the Mardock's Daily Live Chat, coming to you weekdays, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 p.m. Pacific, and 9 p.m. Berlin time in Germany. And if you are watching us via YouTube, please do 3 very important things for us and subscribe, like, and comment on the video channel. And if you are watching us via Twitch, do 1 very important thing for us and follow us, please. And yeah, comment is very important. And if you are a member of Modox, the social feed, tell us what you want to talk about on the broadcast and stuff like that, or post some cool things on the social feed
Yeah,
that's worth talking about, and we will talk about it.
yeah. Not just your cat photos and stuff like Josh does. So if you guys want to say bye, we'll be back on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'm trying to find the button while, as I speak. I can't find the button. Go ahead, guys. Say bye.
Have a good one, folks.
And bye-bye.
Ah,
Damn internet.
where's the button?